Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been a while, but I lost the motivation, to be honest, and the last video I put up, I can't remember, was it the blue blanket? I did knit that and I completed it, and I was going to download it, but my memory on my phone was very full, so I had to delete loads of photos and stuff of my memory, and my videos, and old videos that I put up on YouTube and stuff. I had to delete loads of those, and I was deleting away happy anyway. And then what happened was I deleted the video that was uploading, and I only realized after it was deleted, and I was like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot, because it takes so much time and to make, to then go and delete your video. It's like all that time has just been wasted, and I'm not good with technology anyway, but still, that was so stupid. So then I just didn't. I had some family things going on, so I had to deal with that for a while. But I'm back now. I hope my ugly face isn't in the way. But I thought instead of some knitting, we'll do a little bit of a draw with me. I hope the sound is okay. And I end up talking to learn once I'm finished that the mic was off. Otherwise I'd be talking to myself, but I mean, that's nothing new there. I always talk to myself anyway. So I'm not sure if you hear any noises in the background. And if you do, I'm sorry. I hope they're not too distracting. One noise being you can hear water sounds. That would be the fish tank, which I must clean over the weekend. It's well overdue. Then the other would be tippy tappy of my dog's feet. I have a Jack Russell Terrier. I clipped her nails yesterday, so they shouldn't be too clippy clappy. Not as bad anyway, but you still might hear her pottering around. So if the camera wobbles or anything, it's more than likely her hitting off one of the legs of the tripod. But yeah. And then there's wind. I have the door ajar ever so slightly, just to let Coco out. So if you hear her sprinting off, it's more than likely she's seen one of the neighbours' cats and she's running after the cats. But the cats are well used to her, so they kind of run or kind of trot along quite quickly from one wall to the next. It's easy to get out of my garden. They can jump the fence too if they need to, wherever they are in the garden. But yeah, I thought I'd do a draw along with me in real time. I know I like it myself when I love watching these while I'm drawing. so it feels like I'm drawing along with somebody. Oh, I'm going well outside the lines here, wobbling all over the place. Where's my rubber? So I hope everyone has been keeping well. And if you're a fellow artist, it doesn't matter what medium it is, let me know what you're working on at the moment. I'd like to know, because I love watching other people's videos on what they're drawing, even if it's completely different to what I'm doing. Like, I could watch people doing black and white drawings, whether it's with charcoal or black pen, acrylic, watercolor. I like seeing them all. So let me know what you're working on, Coco. Sorry, guys, if I talk too loudly, but sometimes I have to correct Coco from growling at one thing or another. She spooks very easily. But as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I watch all types of people working on all types of art mediums. I like graphite pencils as well, and I like charcoal. I also like working with ink pens. I just love that look on, well, with anything really. But I like to use it more for drawing animals. So, but at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm working on with ink pen. I'll show you if I have it handy there. A common buzzard. I don't know how well you can see it there, but I'll show you. See, I'm learning how to do the feathers and that. I started down here because I wasn't sure how it was going to get on, how I was going to get on with the shapes of the feathers. So I said I started down here, it would be easier. So if it was starting to go wrong, I could easily hide it. But I know as I maybe get up along through, that it would improve. It's all learning. So if I make a complete mess of it, it's okay. I've learned from it. I quite like some of the feathers over here, how they've come out. I kind of haven't started the head quite yet, because you're always afraid in case you mess it up or whatnot. Oh, sorry for my fingers. I cut them on glass yesterday. But yeah, I'll slowly make my way to the head. I'll get brave. That's one thing about pen. If you make a mistake, you can't just rub it out. So I need to be braver. And maybe just, as I've done on some parts here, just work more lightly. And then get heavier. But yeah, I need to do more because I haven't done so much of the ink pens so much. So I need to give myself some grace and tell myself that it's okay to make mistakes. So that's the common buzzard, and I'm quite enjoying it so far. It's a different medium, and it gives you a break from the colored pencils. So I started that the other day, and so far it's taken me about 8 hours just to do that much. But yeah, that's one thing that I love about art, is just once you get into it, it's so easy just to get lost in the details. I love it so much. It's amazing. So with this portrait, this is a beautiful rescue. I'm doing it for a friend of mine. She works in the store just down the road, and I asked if I could draw her dog, because that's one thing with me is I'm not very consistent in uploading videos, or even though I do the work and I don't even show the finished product, which is not very helpful when you're trying to put yourself out there and let people know that you are an artist and that you do commissions and stuff like that. That is one of the main things you need to do to get noticed, is to put yourself out there, and I'm very bad at doing that, so I need to cop myself on, give myself a kick in the butt, and just tell myself, Lisa, come on. Even if I just go to the local cafe, maybe do my drawings in there, it's kind of promoting myself in a way to let people know and see my stuff in person, because in person, you see so much more detail than you do from a picture on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. Sometimes you don't realize how much detail is in something until you see it with your own eyes. And the other thing, that's because I'd love to do this full time, but I'm so scared to start. I say to myself a lot, and let me know with you guys too, if you have that problem, which I'm sure a lot of people have. No, I know I do, but it's self-doubt. You just think to yourself, my art is crap. It's like there's so many more people out there that are just better than me, so much better than me, and who do I think I am? Like, I don't deserve to put my art out there. No one's going to like it. Like, who's going to want to buy my art when there's so much better artists out there? So I don't know, that's just what I struggle with at the moment. Even though people tell me that I'm good, but anyone can say that to be nice. Yeah. Maybe I just need to be kinder to myself. But yeah, that's what I'm struggling with at the moment, is believing in myself, I guess. Okay, I quite like how this fire is coming out, this cast iron fire. Now this part is like glass, but it has a few different colors in it. Like, when the glass hasn't been cleaned in a while, it gets quite like a brownish tinge to it. Let me see, what can I do here? There is a grate there that I can see some of the grate. I haven't drawn this in. properly as of yet. Pre-drawn it, so I'm just going to. Then some of this, and there's a piece here. Goes down. That can be attached to there, and then there's another piece that just peeks up just behind this area. Make sure to kind of spread evenly enough. There we go. No, you probably can't see that, can you? The color that I'm using is Derwent Light Fast in the shade Wheat, I think. Yes, Wheat. I'll be using this shade for the dog. It's nearly gone. I hope it'll last. This will be a good shade when with the dog because it has a lot of the shade on her. She's a beautiful dog. It's a rescue dog, and her name is Molly, and she is so cute. I love drawing dogs. Cats I find hard. But what I don't just do pet portraits, I also love doing wildlife art. Wildlife drawings too, art. It's really, 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 really fun. I loved doing drawings since I was really small, since as far back as I can remember. How I started, just like any child really. What am I looking for? I started off with colouring books and just colouring in the colouring books. And then after that, I started trying to, I would trace over whatever page I liked, and then I'd trace over and then colour it in. But then my dad would say, why would you try to maybe copy it? Don't trace, try to copy it. You got to use your eyes, because you can't be tracing things forever. So you need to challenge yourself. So that's what I would do, but it wouldn't always turn out the way I wanted. So I learned a lot in not so much primary school, but secondary school. My art teacher was amazing, and then of course you have to learn your basic shapes and all that. So what I actually started liking from there then was cartoons, and I was actually quite good at cartoons. So I kind of drew that for a long time. I need to pick out a colour here. I'm just babbling on and not picking the colour that I need. I started drawing cartoons and I loved the cartoons. It was really, really fun. And I was really good at it. And then I slowly tried drawing realistic animals, and they still turned it out more cartoonish. The odd one that turned out really, really nice, but not to, what I'd like. But I just slowly and surely got better and better. Now, I'm still not perfect by any means. I still have a lot to learn, but where the stage I'm at now, I'm happy. So there was a lot of tears and a lot of frustration. Sometimes I just slam the pencils down and throw the books away in anger and stuff. And I give up for a while and then I go back at it again, and kind of on and off that way. And my dog just jumped on the chair behind me. She's trying to, yeah, there's a lot of over and back with drawing and not drawing and drawing and not drawing. And I said, I love drawing, but I just can't get it. But now I've been practicing more again, on and off. I'm so bad with that. But no, I need to keep reminding myself that in order to get good, you gotta be practicing and get consistent, because the consistency is key, as well as believing in yourself. That's definitely a big one. But yeah, you just gotta believe in yourself. The only one limiting you is you. And like, that saying is so true. So true. So you gotta start thinking positively and saying, yes, I can do it. Just go slow, take your time. It's no rush. If it's not going well, it's okay. Maybe there's things on the work that you were doing that you've learned from, and say, oh, I shouldn't have done that. At least I know for next time not to make that mistake again. Little things like that, and kind of you build from there. Now I'm not quite sure, maybe grey, maybe. I'm not sure about some of these colours. I just gotta go with it. It's okay if it's not perfect. The dog kind of is more the thing that I like to get as close as possible. And that's the thing though about doing commissions for people, is hoping that they're happy with the work that you did. And if you're going for realism, or even semi-realism, trying to get the dog to look like it is in your photograph or whatever you get of the dog. It's got to look, even what's this part? Oh, I think that's part of the fireplace. Yeah, it's to get it looking like the dog, because if you don't put the markings, if it has specific markings and they're not in the right place, or as close as possible to the right place, the owner is going to know. I'm going to see that straight away. But like, if you're doing your own portraits, you're just drawing dog from the internet, like from Pixabay or wherever you get your pictures from. Like, it's okay if you don't get the markings exactly right. You can even change them around if you wanted to. Nobody's going to know unless, you show the reference picture and your own portrait that you're working on. No one's going to know. So when you're doing that work yourself, you can be more freer with what you want to do. So with the lady that I'm doing this drawing Molly for, she gave me free rein, more or less. Well, she wanted this picture, but because it's quite blurry, I have another 2 pictures she sent of Molly shaved, so her hair is a lot shorter. So I know at least what colours she is. Because this, I don't know, there must have been what looks like whatchamacallit. She didn't use the normal settings, so the dog looks different. Slightly, not too different, but she did use some sort of filter on this. So it's great that way that she gave me 2 more pictures. Although I did ask if she had other pictures, if she could send those just for reference, because she wanted the pose of this picture. She wanted the pose of this picture. But I said it's places are blurry. I have the overall kind of idea and whatnot, but just to get in that extra oomph of detail. Sorry if I go a bit quiet. Sometimes I'll be concentrating and seeing. What I'm doing is working out, or do I need to add something or go easy in something. That's what I love too about pencil. When you don't lean so hard. So if you do make a mistake and go, actually that color wouldn't be the best, at least you can rub it out. The majority of it. If you lean, I do have a habit still, even after all these years. And even though I'm holding my pencil quite high up here, I can still lean quite hard. And that's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, because I put a color or a design or strokes, whichever, in the wrong place. I said that shouldn't actually be there. That should be further up or further down. So when you build up the layers, especially with colored pencil, because when you go dark and you go a bit too dark, and then you're like, oh, actually that should be a lot lighter. It can be hard if you lean too hard on the pencil to lift that back up, because you have to lean heavier on the rubbers, or the electric rubber. It won't lift the color out 100%. So you may potentially still see that in your work. And that's always not the best thing. If it could ruin your project completely at that stage. Yeah. Speaking of colours, if you're wondering what colours I'm using, I use, for my colour pencils anyway, what I use is polychromos pencils. They're the ones I use the most, say in a portrait usually. But I also use the Derwent Lightfast pencils. I have the Pablo Caran d'Ache Pablos, and I have a few, as you can see here, I have a few of the Derwent drawings. These are really, really soft. The pigment in them is gorgeous, but maybe when you're nearing the end of your drawings, you put in the last few details, I think then use these pencils, because I find, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I find that they can smudge a bit, or I'm using it wrong, one or the other. Probably I'm using it wrong. So, I've never drawn a cast iron fire before, so I'm kind of winging this a bit. I don't want too much detail per se, kind of just enough to hint. And Coco is chasing her tail or biting her paws, so that's why she sounds a bit crazy right now. I'm just surprised she hasn't started barking, so if she does, I apologize if she frightens you. That's a bag or something. Is it flapping in the wind? It's gone very windy. We're getting a lot of rain. I mean, it's Ireland. It's always raining. So if ever you come to visit Ireland, guys, pack yourselves a rain jacket, because it's almost always raining here. Pack yourself a good waterproof, windproof rain jacket. I definitely need to make this darker. Hopefully you enjoy this video, guys. I know I'm not regular on this, and I need a kick in the bum. If you don't mind me rambling like this, can you please let me know in the comments, or, well, I know you can't please everybody, but do you guys like rambling, talking art videos, or do you like a little bit of talking and then maybe some music in the background while you're watching? A bit of both? You like both? No talking at all? Because I just go on these rants, but at the same time, I talk about one thing and then I veer off and talk about something else, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I was talking about this, and then I talk about that again, revert back to that, and then it's just jumping from one thing to another to another. That's just my brain, scatty, for lack of a better word. Jump from one thing to another to another. I like the sound of the fish tank. It's so relaxing. You wouldn't want a weak bladder though. Make you want to go to the toilet too much. I hope I can hear the fridge going. I don't know if that's picking up on the mic. I think there's like 3 different settings for the background noises. And I hope I pressed the one that takes out the background noise, but I don't know because I'm not technically minded, so I have probably done stuff pure arseways, but that's just me. Of course I would. So I don't know if you're probably hoping maybe that I do the dog and stuff, but I kind of started on this. Usually when I'm drawing, I'm sorry too if I talk low and then I start talking really loud, but usually when I'm doing a portrait, I usually do the animal's eyes first, then go around, the out part of the eyes, do the hair like along the nose there, and then I start doing the nose and the mouth, and then I work out, and then I work down and around, and then out this way. I usually do the background last, but for some reason I decided to do the background first. Maybe it's just for a change. Still, I know I need to go darker. If anyone uses pencils, how do you start like quite softly, like what I'm doing here, and then start building up? Like, how many layers do you do before you start applying more pressure onto your pencils and start getting darker and darker? Or do you just go darker almost immediately? Do you only put like 1 or 2 layers down and then go darker? I know different pencils from the different companies, different brands, have lighter or darker pigments in them. So so you use the pencils accordingly like that, or do you not have the patience and just go ham? I'd like to know. I also like to know how you guys got into drawing, or anyone who's watching who isn't an artist. What hobbies do you like? I do knit. Sorry, Irish accent. It's just you can't pronounce our words. I like knitting. I tried crocheting, and that hasn't worked out that well for me. It's because I have to use my opposite hand. I have to hold the wool in my left and hold my hook in the right. Some these fingers aren't used. I suppose maybe to get used to it, but this arm cramps so bad. I suppose my other hand did then when I, used to knit and whatnot. It's just a thing you have to learn, get used to, because it's kind of the opposite way to knitting. It's a different technique, kind of. Well, I did like version of the English style. But the continental, actually, I'd like to learn the continental, because the girls I see, and men I see online that do the continental knitting, oh my god, they go so fast. Absolutely fly through it, their work. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this for now, even though it's not finished. Clearly, they've got a lot of, but I won't go too detailed. But again, I'd like to go darker on it. Oh my god, my paper! I really need to take more care in the paper, and I'm getting smudged so easily. So here in Ireland, it's coming up to Halloween, but it's a bank holiday this weekend. I don't know what other countries, if you got a bank holiday this weekend, or maybe it's next weekend, maybe not at all this month, but let me know what you're going to do for the weekend. If you're going to stay in and draw, if you're going to plan on going on a little adventure at the weekend, if you're going away, take a breather. I'll probably stay at home, although I might go into the nearest town to me, because I need to buy my son's hats and scarves, because it's getting cooler. The temperatures have changed. They've come down. Still raining. It's cold rain instead of warm rain. Now, let's do a little bit of this dog now, because I couldn't find my tripod earlier for the life of me. But the funny is, it was right in my face the whole time, because it was beside the TV, because I got a projector recently, and my sons were wanting to use it to watch films on it. You point it to the wall, it's quite, goes out quite far, and so it's like a little cinema. And they had the popcorn and all out and watching the film away. So it was there right in front of my face, and I couldn't find it for for a couple of days, and I'm just so stupid. It's right in my face. How could you not see it? It's right there. So yeah, actually I haven't really introduced myself properly for anyone watching, because all of my videos have been fairly quiet. I hope this is quiet enough that it's not too noisy, but because I was doing more ASMR videos, but my name is Lisa, and I'm a single mom of 2 boys who are the absolute loves of my life. Love them so much. I don't know whether I should, say their name or not yet, the internet, because, it's kind of a crazy place sometimes. And sometimes you don't want to give out too much personal information. What else could I say about myself? That's burnt umber. No, I don't want that one. Let's kind of do around the eyes here. I am a twin, non-identical. I suppose we more looked alike when we were young, but I was the chubbier baby, of course, because I love my food so much. I see. Non-identical. How you could tell us apart more so, the more obvious way was because she has blue eyes, while I had more hazel green eyes. Now, is this eye too big? I'll have to go back on it and see. Yeah, and I had really, really thick hair, which is quite red, like a auburn, which years ago I absolutely hated. Hated my hair. I hate being a redhead because, of course, you get bullied quite a bit with red hair. I suppose that's not the only way to get bullied, but so as young as I could remember and was allowed, I would dye my hair. Of course, wanted to go blonde with box dye hair. Yikes, that did not end well. Now, let's see here. Okay, like, why does when I do eyes, one always looks way worse than the other one? Maybe I can take this back a little bit because, yeah, this eye at the front here does look a smidge too big. See, and that's what I'm saying about not going hard. You can rub although around this area anyway is dark, but I don't want it too dark. So what I'll do is I'll take that off. There we go. In this area, I don't want to put in too much detail too soon, but I can put in a few, like light. This part here is dark. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put in this part just so I don't forget it. Because no one does, just me. Okay. Well, yeah, I was talking about my sister, wasn't I? You see what I mean? She has blue eyes. I had really thick hair, and as soon as I could, I dyed it. I tried to with a box dye blonde. I mean, hello. So I was even more orange than I already was. Well, at least mine was natural. So then that went badly wrong, ruined my hair. But then, like, my mom dyed my hair. Not that she knew any better of it, but so ended up getting like a dark brown bottle dye to cover the mistake, and some red. Um, and it turned out really nice. So then, ever since then, what age was I? 16, 17 maybe. 16, 17, I started dyeing my hair. My goodness. Now that I'm older, actually with the last year, I haven't dyed my hair at all. There's still red in my hair. Like an auburn red. But through bad genes, I'm now very salty, peppery, but more pepper than salt. I'm actually quite like how it's turning out. Again, natural. I'm just leaving it do its own thing. I buzzed my hair off, well, several times, but it's soon coming up to a year. And my hair is in like a very like short bob, I would say. Now, I know I'm being slow with this and we're probably not seeing much progress, but I want to make sure follow the direction of the hair. That's important, even for the early stage. Now, because I'm much happier with this, I can go in with the black and darken this up. Oh my God, imagine if I was talking away, right, for however long this video is taking so far, and the camera on the thing came off. I mean, I don't think I don't know how I would feel about that, to be honest. Laugh or probably cry. But after all that, I was talking away to myself. Let's get some more color on the head here. Put these on because to remind myself the direction the hair is going. There's a dog barking somewhere. Sorry guys, you hear that? My apologies. I don't know, even if you can see that, you probably see the pencil moving, but you can't see what the heck and bob I'm doing. If you've any questions for me, please let me know. Whether it be about my videos, if there's anything I can improve. I'm saving up money to get like another light. I've only this light. I'd like another light because the lights that I have in the house are so dim that like it, they're have a really quite a yellowy tinge to them. Now that's all well and dandy for normal, day-to-day things. I didn't rub this out. I should have rubbed that out before I did that. Yeah, for day-to-day things, it's fine. Even for reading, it's fine. Ooh, for my artwork, it's totally not fine. Ooh, that wind is whipping. We've got so much rain lately, it's like not even funny. And yeah, video ideas. Oh God, I'm so bad. If you like this and kind of do more of this, I haven't really actually done more read with me's. I like to do that. So that's an option too. And also maybe more knitting, although knitting won't be really. I can't like do jumpers and stuff, although I'd like to learn. How to attach sleeves and the backs and the fronts. Like I know how to sew in the panels. I know how to do that. But just knitting each section is kind of how most of the patterns we have here. I mean, I can get the patterns where they have the knit from the top down, like the neck down, casting on and casting off, and that's okay. Oh, I've learned to if I had to cast off for whatever and then rejoin for the next section, I've learned how to do that. So maybe if you want, I could learn how to do that, and you can follow along with me. Maybe it might be boring, but you never know. You never know. Am I just talking a load of rubbish? Probably. Okay. Again, I know I need to darken up. It's very sketchy, but that's kind of how I work. Maybe I'm creating more work than is necessary, and it does take longer to do, but I mean, what's the rush? That's the rush. And I'll refine as I go along. That's what I usually do. I kind of just map things out and go from there. Do you think that it kind of looks that way, doesn't it? That it's taken longer work. But do any of you guys work this way, or do you do section by section, do all the detail and everything before you move on to a next section, and then the next section, and then the next section? Or is there people out there that might do one layer all in one go, then a second layer all in one go, and go from there? What way do you like working? That would be interesting to learn too. What methods people like to use, because I know there's more than one way to do things. And, you know, it's whatever works for you, kind of a situation. Oh, that's so fine. I'm just interested, and that's all. Just wondering. Just trying to make a conversation. And just curious. What time do we have? Ooh. Oh, it's 1 o'clock already. Oh my God. Chatting nonsense longer than I had realised. I need to go get the boys soon, and I'm getting hungry. So even though I didn't do a whole lot by the looks of things, it was nice to talk to you guys. Let you know that I haven't disappeared off the face of the planet. I need to maybe if I did a worked out a schedule, that will more than likely help me to upload videos. But what will we aim for? That's the thing. What will we aim for? What days do people like, or does it matter? As long as you know when. When I'm going to upload. That would be handy information to know, for sure. A little bit here on the nose. I'm going to definitely have to look at the other pictures for the nose, because the nose on here is just blurry as anything. All I can see is a black smudge and 2 dots. So, but she's excellent. The lady I'm drawing this for, she's such a lovely woman. The other 2 pictures are actually great quality. So I've no trouble seeing the details. So that'll be no problem there. So maybe the next time I join you, maybe I'll do more draw-alongs. I love watching draw-alongs. Or then when I'm reading, then I love watching read with me. And then when I'm knitting, I love knitting stuff. Do you watch whatever when you're working on your project, or you watch the same thing as what you're kind of working on? And kind of when I'm not working on things, I watch random stuff. And then when I'm doing something, I like to watch, for the most part, I like to watch videos of kind of what I'm doing. Am I making sense? Lisa, shush. Because with this channel, you see, that was the thing. I don't know what I wanted out of this channel. I just know I wanted to make videos, but then I wasn't sure, should I stick to one thing, or like a lot of people stick to one niche. Is that what's called? Niche. Stick to one subject, or whether it be, knitting, and some people only do reading, and or do you like a bit of everything? See, I don't know. And then I said I don't know what I want to do more of. It's so hard. Maybe drawing. Maybe it's going to end up to be a drawing channel. I don't know. People. I don't know. Because I do this for work. And maybe then it's a good like advertising. Is that the word I use? I don't even know. Probably would, yeah. You say you need a break. I say, you weirdo, you need a break. I had no plans of what I was going to talk about even today. I mean, can you tell? I'm all over the place. But I'm kind of a nervous person. Another thing about me is I know, Coco, I'm crazy. I'm talking to myself. I'm very introverted, so I'm kind of awkward as a person anyway, because I don't go out all that much. Just lock everybody out, and I like my own space. I mean, I do have friends, and that, don't get me wrong. But sometimes I just find it really hard to socialize because it drains so much of my energy. And when places get loud, I don't like it. I just want to run away. No, I want to go home. I want to be where I feel safe and comfortable. Yeah, I am very slow at this because I'm not used to. Well, I mean, the filming part is fine because I need to draw anyway, so I just have to stick a camera there. I mean, that's fine. That's easy. It's just trying to think of things to say while you're trying to concentrate on the detail. But I'm sure I get used to it in time, hopefully. I actually feel more comfortable now that I've been talking for a while. He's looking over that way. He should be kind of looking more forward. I'll have to fix that. She, Molly. I swear, if my battery's gone dead. We don't know. I'm just mapping it out. Mappy. He's such a cute dog. And this is going to be tricky too. I don't think I've drawn pearls yet. That's going to be interesting. It's like the behind part isn't too bad. Actually, do you know what? Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll map out that. Dark pieces here, or the swirly swirls. And the little booty. I've been drawn already. I have a portrait from a gentleman in America. First time getting a client from America, so woohoo! I don't think I want to say yet. Like, I'd never give anyone's information away. because you should never do that. You know, client confidentiality and all that. Yeah, but it's my first time, and he found me via my Facebook art page, and messaged me on Messenger and asked. Although, to be honest, I'm getting a lot of, I don't know how my email, one of my emails, my personal email got out into the universe, and all the scammers who could ever scam send me emails left, right, and center, and it's so frustrating. So, you know, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you know straight away if it's a scam. You barely need to even open up the email to know, because you know the whole start of it might say, let me see, like your Amazon Prime is cancelled due to error or something, and I don't have Amazon Prime, so like, I mean, that's a dead giveaway. Or your car insurance has expired and I don't drive, boo-hoo, because of my anxiety. I have anxiety as well, social anxiety. So I did try, I gave it a good lash, I gave it a good go, but my anxiety, and I was trying for years, I was spending a fortune on lessons and stuff, and no, it was actually, my anxiety was getting worse, not better. Yeah, so see, you'd know without having to open the emails a lot of the time that they're scams. But then there's people who try and steal other people's work, you know, creative people. And like art, say, just because I'm doing it now, you know, artists, people put their art online, and then other people can set up a new account and say that they've drawn that or whatever, and it's for sale, and it's like pure copies. It's just horrible. After artists spending so much time on their work, and it's bound to happen to me maybe at some stage, when, if I do grow, I'm sure I will. I'm not that bad. Hopefully, you know that I'm totally doing this, by the way, not my usual way of doing things, but I'm just going with it. Just the process, as they say. Yeah, the people scam. So when he messaged me, I also get messages saying, "Oh, I've seen your work, and I would like to purchase this, and this for this amount, whatever." I'm saying, I have set prices for my work, and I tell them a price, and I say you can either pay me on PayPal or on Skrill. Is it? I need to make yeah, on those, and you'd like, oh, we could do another payment like Bitcoin, or I was like, no, thank you, or some other means. Oh no, thank you, I'm not interested, and kind of either ignore them or block them, or yeah, it's just so not fair. So anyone who's been scammed before, I'm so sorry, and I'm sure it's not nice at all. And, after all the time you've spent on it, and especially if you're relying on it for paying your bills, even if it's part-time, still every bit helps. I'd love to become full-time at some point. Full-time artist, where I could, live off of the income that I make off of it. But I mean, that's so far down the road. But we'll see what happens. Play it by ear. Just manifest it. Pray for it. Stay positive. It will happen. My neighbour's pulling at her chairs. I'm actually surprised Coco didn't growl at that. She usually does. She hears the same noises day in, day out. She's 2 years and 2 months exactly. Near enough. And she sparks at the same sounds she's been hearing since she was a puppy. So she's like me, probably full of anxiety. Her mom was the very same, though. Her mom was a very anxious dog. She's good for the most part. This is like us all, I suppose. Dogs have their good days and bad days too. She's a good girl, though. She does what she's told in the house. Outside, though, she's a bit harder to, she doesn't listen to me as much. She's like a child. And just quickly kind of colouring this in. And then I suppose I have to love ye and leave ye. Yeah, as I said, I'll have to come up with what days and roughly what times I'll have my my stomach's rumbling. I can upload. Should I try twice a week? I say that now, and then you won't see me for like 2 or 3 months. Oh, how dare you, Lisa? The audacity. The audacity. Say you're going to upload and then you don't upload. This is looking very sketchy, but I could totally regret doing it this way and redo the whole thing. We'll get there. There's so much more detail to do, so it'll be totally fine. It's fine. She didn't pay me now. I asked if I could draw her dog. I said it's for free. So, and there's no expected time to have this done for. So, I said I'll work on this in between my actual paying client. Okay, I just realized I'm missing her mouth. Where's the mouth? I'm so silly. Oh, it's only here and then here and here. That's the chin, because her hair is so long. That's what this shape is all about. She's big, long. Like her chin is like here, but then she has this ringlety thing going on. That's what that's about. I don't know if you probably copped that way before, and they're like, Lisa, Where's her mouth at? It's in under all her hair. No one messes up here. And so I hope my Irish accent, I hope you could understand me. And as you know, me personally, I don't particularly like the Irish accent, even though I'm Irish and I have the accent. I kind of like every accent but Irish accent. So, is there any Irish people watching? Don't eat me. Don't come at me. Just my opinion. Okay. I hope I don't get my greasy head of hair in the way. That's what I'm looking forward to doing later. Is putting some oils in my hair and let it sit for a few hours so then I can wash it off and it'll be lovely and beautiful and shiny. Because my hair is thick, as I said earlier, and it's so wiry, and I find that helps keep the shine and softness in my hair, especially the softness, as my wiry hair isn't particularly soft. Well, it is when I wash it, but you know, it kind of helps tame frizz and all that kind of jazz as well. Right, that's all I'm doing now for the moment. It probably looks like I didn't do a whole lot, but as I said, I'm not used to chatting and drawing at the same time. You know, I feel like slight pressure, not too bad, and actually not as bad as I thought I'd be. I know maybe I was a little bit iffy at the start, and if I make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, I'm very sorry. I was feeling it too. So yeah, oh look, now I did a smudgy smudge. So yeah, I'm going to go because I'm very hungry and I need to make something before I get my boys from school. And they'll have, I think, 2 weeks off for the Halloween holidays. So that's going to be fun. So in my next video, if this comes out, as I said, okay, and there's like audio and all that good stuff, probably my next few videos maybe speakovers. Oh, there goes Coco after the doves. Yeah, there might be like talkovers, because my boys will more than likely be playing the PlayStation. They love the Minecraft. They love Minecraft and what's the other one? Roblox. I said. They like playing that. So obviously then I can't have that on my videos because no, you just can't. You're not allowed. I'll get into trouble. So maybe in one of them I can do a read with me. Should I stick to the one thing? Oh, I don't know. Like I have playlists, you know, for each, like one for like just the meditative ASMR, and then I have videos like a separate playlist for draw with me, knit with me. But maybe I should narrow it down a bit. I don't know. We'll see how we go. It depends, I suppose, on what's most popular. Between popular and what I most enjoy doing. So then that I look forward to keep uploading and videoing videos. yeah, we'll see. But okay, stop rambling, Lisa. If you could like, share, subscribe if you haven't done already, so you can see more of my all over the place videos, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. So God bless, take care, and bye for now.